Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Blainer Brothers Relaxation Quarter Hour. Today, we are going to take you on a meditation journey. 20,000 leagues below the surface of the ocean.
That sounds dangerous, Merle, but also relaxing.
Isn't that what life is about, Stu? A mix of relaxation and danger?
I think it is, Merle. I think it is.
It's 1942. The echoes of bombs squeal above the surface. Crying, guttural noises float down from the top, cresting waves of the ocean, down to your quiet chambers within a submarine. Within your submarine, there is very little. You have a few snacks to tide you over, a magazine for reading, and a rapidly decreasing supply of oxygen.
In officer training school at Submarine Academy of the United States Military, you learned the importance of controlling your breathing. You learned that if you did not take slow, controlled, relaxed breaths, the United States might lose the war. The Nazis may succeed in their mission, and you may be responsible for all of that. So as you listen to the bombs exploding above the ocean, you must control your breathing, despite the fact that you feel nervous because there is a traitor in your midst.
Within your chambers, think back to your first day of submarine training. The sergeant points at you, demands that you say your name. He criticizes your posture. At first your feelings are hurt, but you realize that he's just looking out for you, because it is hard to control your breathing slumped in a chair. He tells you to count to 5. 1, 2, and so on. You oblige. Halfway through 3, he slaps you with the bare knuckles, covered in the grit and wonder of the United States military. You start to cry. He starts screaming at you. You cry harder, and then you hyperventilate. The sergeant has succeeded for the first step of training. Do not cry. Do not whimper. Do not sob.
Back on your submarine, you are approached by Samuels, the first mate. You have been suspicious for a while that he may be the traitor, but you're not sure. If he is the traitor, you don't want to give any sign whatsoever that you suspect him. So again, You must control your breathing. Count to 1, 2, and so on. But this time, you cannot close your eyes, because if you were to close your eyes in front of Samuel's, he would know that something is up. You must behave exactly as you otherwise would if you did not suspect him.
Get in a good frame of mind. Successful breathing can only occur when you are mentally ready for it. You may be suspicious of Samuel's. Why is that? At first you think that he can only speak German. But then again, you serve and protect the land of the free and the home of the brave that was built by the sweat, tears, and blood of immigrants, especially Germans. You think that you're being a tad racist. You are. But that's okay, because clearing your mind and getting in a good space will help you execute deep breathing. Samuels comes over to you, asks you a question that you don't understand, not because he's speaking another language, but because you're trying to focus. Good. Stay focused. He puts his hand on your shoulder, which immediately makes you erect in posture. Good, again. Because don't forget, posture is essential for deep breathing.
Following Samuel's, in comes the captain. "Private, we're losing air," he says. Samuels does not react, because he does not understand English. "Captain," you say, "I've been following the breathing protocol very closely. Is there anything else I can do?" "Private," he says, "I'm going to have to ask you to make the ultimate sacrifice." You suspected it might come to this. Ever since you saw Samuel's, you knew that his dastardly plots would require you out of the way. He's been manipulating the captain for a long time, but now is not the time for you to show your suspicions. You must obtain solid evidence. So again, with both Samuel's and the captain's eyes on you, you must control your breathing and count to 1, 2, and so on, while maintaining proper posture.
Samuels and the captain stand over you. The military medals adorning their uniforms are glistening under the tungsten lighting of your submarine. You're intimidated at first, for you are a lowly private, and they are ranked members of the United States military. They look at each other and then look at you. And the captain, with his weathered jowls sprayed with stubble and age, start to droop as he refuses to make eye contact with you at first. But then his eyes lock into yours. You are still breathing, counting 1, 2, and so on. Private, he says, I need you to man the ship until its demise. You give him an inquisitive look, as captains are typically supposed to go down with their ship. But while you're processing this, he unpins a medal off of his uniform and places it on your chest. He pins it through your uniform and accidentally pricks your chest. On the inside, you are shouting with pain, but on the outside, you look proud. You look committed. You look honored. And all with a posture as straight as an arrow.
Samuels and the captain leave to climb into the escape pod. As you take control of the submarine, you don't know what Samuel's plan is, but you're going to find out. Before they eject in the escape pod, you deactivate their controls. Now they are trapped, and it is your turn to ask the questions and give the orders. Captain, you say, or should I say, former captain. What are you and Samuels planning? He doesn't respond. He looks angry. Do I need to give you more incentive, you ask? I'm cutting your air supply. Samuels and the captain look nervous. You can tell that they haven't mastered the breathing techniques that you have. Their breaths are shallow and their posture poor. They are probably not even counting to 1, 2, and so on. But they still don't respond. I'm pumping in the carbon monoxide, you say. The captain looks even more nervous. Samuels looks nervous as well, but only because he is mirroring the captain. He does not understand your language. They are starting to look faint because of the carbon monoxide. Are you ready to give me some answers, you ask? They don't respond. You pump in more carbon monoxide. How about now, you ask? Samuels and the captain are dead. You've killed them, and now you will never get your answers. But at least there is more air for you now. Just for you. So you breathe, all alone now. 1, 2, and so on.
Wow, Stu, that was really special.
It really was, Merle. I feel like I have new super breathing powers. Say, Merle?
Yeah, Stu?
Do you ever think about what if the X-Men didn't have powers? I think they'd be a lot less interesting.
I think so too, Stu. Thank you for listening to the Blainer Brothers Relaxation Quarter Hour. Until next time.